What's up, guys? Jed here from GVS. Got all the boys here. We're not going to review the Poverty Light from Harbor Freight. So sorry I lied to you all. But our buddy Fritz brought a Flux Raider. So that's what we're going to review today. Quick and dirty of a Flux Raider. And look for videos of all of us shooting today. It's gonna be good. It's a good Sunday.
If you're new to the industry, new to guns, or not a complete fucking dork like Joe and I, you might not know what a Flux Raider is. The Flux Raider is a chassis system for the SIG P320 pistol. What you need your slide and barrel from the SIG P320 and the fire control group. Put it in your Flux Raider, boom. You can also add a bunch of stuff to it. The modularity on the Flux is fantastic in my opinion. So, let's get into how it shoots.
What's up, guys? First round with the Flux Raider. So, first thoughts on it?
Initial thoughts on the Flux Raider chassis. And before anyone calls me out, or Joe out, yes, we shot Flux Raiders at an expo we worked at in September. There was a bunch of different gun manufacturers there, and Sig Sauer was there. We got to shoot Fluxes. Not a ton of rounds, but I'll tell you what, after shooting it there, it really put a little seed in my head or something. I was like, this is a vibe. I've always thought it was a vibe ever since the dudes in Forward made all the cool hype videos using Flux Raiders. I was like, yeah, this is the move. So let's dive further into what it's like to shoot a Flux Raider. Spoiler alert, it's 9mm. It's not bad, especially with the Flux. The Flux gives you a brace or stock that shoots out for extra points of contact. Get it here on your shoulder, a little bit of a cheek well, and up front is a portion that holds an extra magazine that you can get your hand on and doesn't count as a vertical foregrip. All those things make this a platform that's very easy to control. There is a little bit of a learning curve with how close the red dot sits on the chassis. The red dot does not sit on the slide like other chassis systems for pistols. Flux built a portion that sits above it, and you put a red dot on that. We ran an acro. Fritz ran an acro on it, and I think the guys from Flux probably designed it with in mind to have an acro because I think it's the perfect option for it. There is a learning curve because it is closer to your face than you would normally shoot a red dot, but after 100 rounds, it was no problem.
Yeah,
I'm going to talk a little bit about the setup on the Flux Raider. As I mentioned earlier, we had an aim point acro dot on it. There was also a Surefire X300 on the front of the Flux. There's a portion of Picatinny that you can put accessories on. I would obviously put a light there as well. And the only thing I would add to the setup is a suppressor. I'd probably get a Silencer Co. Omega 9K and throw that on there. I did hear that Fluxes get very gassy with non-flow-through suppressors, so that is something to think about. It will probably gas up your red dot super quick. That being said, after 400 rounds or more, putting it through its paces, running it different kinds of ways, I really, really like the Flux Raider, and I posted on GVS that we're gonna need one of these. That's true. We're gonna get one. Probably me, because I'm selling a bunch of my guns because I don't need that many and I have other stuff going on in life. But I will get a Flux Raider in the new year. That's my plan. I like it. I'm gonna sit it up just like Fritz. I'm gonna run an acro on it, Surefire X300 on the front. I will get a suppressor for it. And also, I didn't touch on earlier, he has a single point sling on his. I wore it around all day. I just wore the Flux around like it was mine all day while we were shooting. We were shooting for like 4 or 5 hours. It was comfortable, no problems. I think it is a great choice for someone who wants a concealable package, whether it's to backpack, keep in your car, your nightstand, for your significant other if you have one. It's an easy platform to run, and with about an hour or two, you will become very proficient in it as long as you know your stuff. So thanks guys for watching. Jed here from GVS.